good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. Welcome to another one of my videos discussing the Korean movies, which I am totally into, as many people will know. And I'd like to preview a movie today that's coming out in a few days that I'm really looking forward to. And this is probably one of the most highly anticipated movies coming out of South Korea this year. It's called Unofficial Operation, previously known as Ransomed at one point, but the title is now very definitely Unofficial Operation. Now, this is the second Korean hostage-themed movie this year, following on from the excellent movie that I reviewed earlier in the year called The Point Men with Hwang Yong-bin and Hyun Bin. That one's set in Afghanistan. Check my video out and the live stream I did on that excellent movie if you can. But that one's Afghanistan. This one, Unofficial Operation, is actually set in the civil war of Lebanon of a few years ago. And like The Point Men, it's a fish out of water scenario for the Koreans trying to navigate this unfamiliar country, war-torn country with no support, no official support, little in the way of language skills and knowledge of the situation on the ground. So very much a fish out of water thing again. So let's take a little look at the trailer for this film before we talk a little bit more about it. So. Now,
what is the purpose of your visit?
Do not have a English subversion of this trailer yet, so but I think we'll get the gist.
전문이잖아. 그래서 그 사람 만나가지고 부탁해라. 비공식적으로? 그렇지. 형님 빨리 가시죠. 한번 도와주세요, 한수영.
See our two leads
진짜 너무 바쁜데.
already. It's very much two-hander. Two good stars, Korean stars.
아무도 안 믿으면 내가 나.
너는 빠져나와라.
An awful lot of tense action in very deep-looking Lebanon, or Beirut, I guess.
너무 피곤하다 진짜.
Yeah, that's the short version of the trailer. As I say, no English sub-trailer available just yet. But so my first thoughts looking at that is that there's certainly a lot of action here. There's also a lot of comedy. So I think you can get the tone here. There's some thrills, there's some spills, but there's a lot of comedic potential between the two leads. And the premise of the movie revolves around, it's a bit of a fish out of water scenario, as I say. It revolves around a South Korean diplomat, Min Yoon, who's played by the excellent Jung-woo. And he volunteers to go to war-torn Lebanon. He goes to war to rescue a missing South Korean diplomat. And he's hoping that this will land him a coveted posting to America if he can pull it off. So, he's certainly not in it for the humanitarian reasons. But, as you see in the trailer, he points at Lebanon on a globe. Okay, that's where it is. And he's got to do all this unofficially, as the Korean government is certainly doing their "we will disown this operation if things go along" piece. And they want to stay at arm's length should things go wrong, and they probably will go wrong, looking at the trailer. Now, he ventures alone out into the war-torn streets of Lebanon, and then he encounters, though, a character called Pan-soo, played by Ji-Hoon, who is a resourceful Korean taxi driver who does speak Arabic and he does know his way around. He knows his way around Beirut in the Lebanon. He also knows his way around a pair of plaid pants, which incredible fashion sense there. Now, this is not, Pantsu isn't a dependable guy. I think we can see a little bit of that in the trailer too. He's a bit of a cunning swindler, a chancer, as we would say in my ancestral Scottish homeland. However, the duo form an unlikely alliance as they navigate the dangers and pitfalls of civil war Lebanon. So looking forward very much to this pairing on screen. It's not the first time they've appeared together. So will Min Jun defy the odds and succeed in his mission to save the missing diplomat without support? Will he refrain from killing Pantsu in frustration? And based on the trailer, I think we should prepare for an exciting ride. Now, there's 3 great reasons to watch this movie, as far as I'm concerned, and it's the 2 stars and the director. So Jung-woo, who we can see here on screen, is a very, very popular Korean actor, for those who are not familiar with Korean content. And justifiably so, in my opinion. He is extremely popular. I nickname him Hawaii Pistol, due to his character in the Japanese occupation era epic Assassination. We can see him on screen as Hawaii Pistol right now. A very, very cool character in that movie. Excellent movie with a lot of fantastic Korean actors in it. One of my favorites, Assassination, in fact. So, but he's proved that he's extremely versatile, a lot of different roles. Most recently, he's had a couple of major hits with the big budget fantasy series Along with the Gods, of which there have been 2 movies to date, and there's going to be a 3rd. Beautiful looking movies, these fantasy epics. In my opinion, I mean, I know a lot of people are not so keen on them. They see them as, attempting to ape Hollywood big tentpole superhero type movies, perhaps, and fantasy movies in terms of scale. I personally find them extremely charming movies. And Unofficial Operation actually reunites him with his co-star from these movies. You can see them both in the posters. And his co-star is Ji-Hoon. So they had a great partnership in those 2 movies. The director, Kim Sung-hoon, has a history with both these guys, having collaborated with Ji-Hoon in the Kingdom series on Netflix, of which there are 2 TV series and a standalone Netflix movie so far. I think there's going to be another Netflix movie based in the same Kingdom universe. And he also worked with, so that's where he worked with Ji-Hoon, but he also worked with Ha Jung-woo on a really, really tense, neat, fairly low-key disaster movie called Tunnel, or The Tunnel. I think you'll find it listed under more commonly, where Jung-woo plays a driver trapped in a collapsed tunnel, and there's a race on to rescue him. Really tense, great tense little movie, fantastic lead performance. He's a really great actor, Ha Jung-woo. So lots of great entertainment played by or made by these 3 guys in various combinations. So it's great to see them teaming up together on Unofficial Operation. You can tell I'm doing this live. Unofficial Operation, not confidential assignment. Different movie entirely. So yeah, I've actually not watched Kingdom yet, but they're all on my list to watch list. Probably going to get started on those very soon. Doona Bae there, the female lead actress, is fantastic in everything she's in as well. So yeah, this movie is produced and distributed by Showbox, but a lovely little trailer, the cute pre-movie jingle that they do It always says shoebox, which I always I find amusing. One of the major Korean studios. I guess they've had quite a few hits in the last few years, something like 6 out of the top 10 bestsellers in the Korean market. So they're doing pretty well up against guys like CJ Entertainment and Lotte. The film will be released in Korea on the 2nd of August 2023. I'm really hoping there will be a Canadian screening in the city near me. There's usually at least one cinema shows new Korean releases, so I can get the chance to catch it in a cinema. So that's Unofficial Operation. Thank you very much for listening and watching this movie preview. Please check out some of the actors and movies that and TV shows I mentioned in here. I think you won't be disappointed by them. If you like this, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. Share it out. Help with the algorithm. I do appreciate that. But thank you for watching this far anyway. I appreciate that too. So I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all again very soon. So till